All right, this video is about making sense of everything that's going on in the world right now and everything that we see in our external world and how to make sense of this, how to relate it. So we may look out into our world and be very confused right now and have a lack of understanding on why all this is happening. And we may be sucked in by it, and we may focus all of our attention on this. It's because internally humans have a really strong desire to do good, and a really strong desire to be honorable and to be aligned with good things like, equality for all and everyone getting equal rights and no discrimination, no racism. Everyone has a fair shot. We're taking care of all of our people, and we're taking care of our mental health. And as humans, we have a strong desire for that, and we can easily be manipulated into believing something that aligns with that, and we can easily be convinced that this is a very honorable cause and we should take this cause up and we should fight for it. And the journey is more internal than it is external. And it's not so much what you see on the TV as it's about making sense on what you feel in your core. Yeah, what you feel in your heart, what you feel in your gut, what you feel in your mind, and about making sense of those feelings. And when we look at external events happening, it only takes our attention away from our own self and puts it externally into something else, and then we give away our power. And we give away a power to, something that's outside us. And if we want to create a beautiful world, and we want to create a world that's peaceful and equal, then we have to look inside ourselves and be equal and peaceful with ourselves. If we're expressing anger internally and externally out in our world, then we're not aligned with who we are. If something makes us angry, we need to understand why it's making us angry. We need to understand where that anger is coming from. Is it coming from an old childhood memory? Why does this event trigger us? Right? Understanding what triggers us is super important because we need to know what will make us unconscious. So society is very good at putting triggers out there to make people really angry. And that's serving a purpose. So we have to understand what purpose getting a lot of people riled up serves. And that basically just, those situations just serve to distract us from what really matters, and to distract us from looking inside ourselves to find our true power, about how we can turn that anger into peace and love. And once we turn that anger into peace, love, compassion, and forgiveness, and then the old world disintegrates. It can't exist because it only operates at a certain level of frequency. So when we raise our awareness inside ourselves to look above that frequency to find the truth of the situation, then we can help to change what's going on out there, and where it doesn't seem so fearful and hectic. We're not so easily tricked by a dramatic situation or drama coming from, family members or relationships or friends. We're able to see the deeper truth because if we look at everything at surface level, well, there's always more to it. There's always deeper and deeper ways to look into something, and eventually you'll get down to it and find the truth on what really matters, on what is important to you and why you get triggered to feel certain ways. And once we understand our triggers and understand what makes us angry and what makes us sad and what makes us agitated and what makes us frustrated, then we can help to heal ourselves. Because the less resistance we have inside ourselves, the more easy we can flow, and the more easy we get along with other people, and the more easy life comes to us, and the better we are able to handle tough situations, because life is always going to be challenging you, right? We are on a plane where this physical reality where people die, and there is disasters, and there is trauma, and there is suffering, and we're not going to be able to escape that. And no matter how happy you may feel and how blissed out you may feel, there may be a challenge in your life where it's going to be tough to keep feeling that way. And we need to look deep in ourselves to understand the truth so we can deal with these situations with grace. Because life's all about how we walk through the suffering. And life is about how we're able to handle tough situations and challenging situations so we can grow and evolve. If life was just easy all the time, then we wouldn't be able to grow, because we wouldn't have a desire to grow, because we'd be handed everything. So as these situations are being created, we're seeing what we don't want, and then we can work towards what we do want. And when we work towards what we do want and raise our level of awareness, then we can evolve into great, amazing things and not partake in fear and look under the rug and see what is really going on out there and how we can change it and how we could come together to change. And that's exciting. And it just requires a look inwards and a leap of faith. Start the journey. So, much love.